Hey church, I'm Andrew Lacasse and I am here with Andrew Paulsen. We are both Andrews, but remember, I'm the Andrew on your right and he's the Andrew on your left, so I hope that helps you figure out who is who. We do get confused for each other often and get each other's emails and stuff.
It's
it
true.
happens.
It's very
yes,
true.
But
we have a lot more in common that they probably don't even realize.
it's also true. I think our birthdays are almost the same.
Yep.
End of list. I don't know. Just kidding. Yeah. So Andrew, you are leading up community groups with us, and it's been kind of a hard year for that, but we're excited to see you do that. And so, can you tell us a little bit about what you have kind of coming down the pipeline?
Sure. Yeah, I knew it was going to be a hard year to start with an election year. You know, it tends to be a little tense, but little did I know COVID would take it to a whole nother level. What we're hoping to do is create a culture of where learners and leaders are creating communities together to learn better how to love God completely, love people authentically, and to make disciples globally. So we feel that people learn really well and are able to develop in groups. And so that's what we're hoping to do at our church, which we already do with men and women separately, but we think there's a need also for some co-ed opportunities for people to take advantage of.
Awesome. What does that kind of look like if people are thinking, well, what do you mean by community groups? How would you explain it to them?
Well, basically that people would meet together and be able to discuss what they're reading in God's Word and how it applies to their lives and how it plays out. Because it's one thing to read, something in Psalms or something in Acts like we're going through right now, and it sounds great, but what does that mean for me today in 2020? And being able to talk to different people and hear their perspective and to see what that looks like, you're really able to get a little deeper and more authentic about living out our faith.
I like that. It's, the Bible is really meant to be read together. We sometimes go off on our own and into the forest and we try to discover the mysteries, but there's something so powerful about hearing another person's experience, hearing what they have to say, what did they see there, and the same text they're reading and I'm reading, and they're seeing something just a little bit different from me, and that's a cool thing.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping.
Yeah. How do people connect with you? How do they get involved?
Well, we're going to be doing signups online hopefully soon. We'll be announcing that pretty quickly. And then, if you have any questions, you can email me and contact me. And I'll be looking for more facilitator hosts at the end of the fall season. We meet for 10 weeks is what we're hoping to do, is 10 weeks. And then after that, we'll take a break for the holidays and then do another set in the spring. And so I could use more facilitators and hosts who are willing to meet here on campus or host one on Zoom. And hopefully by the spring, we'll have a little more freedom to be able to do different things. But we'll see.
Cool. And if somebody got connected at this group and then it moved into a different session for the spring, could they stay with that group if they really loved it, or would they reapply to go somewhere else?
Yeah. We if groups want to stick together, we're hoping it's a case by case scenario. It's something that I'll talk to each person and see what's going. We know that life changes. People move. People have things that pop up at work or with their families, and they have to take a step out or change the night that they meet on. We're going to have the different nights that they meet. So we're trying to be flexible with people because we know everybody's busy here in Southern California.
Yeah, that's cool. I really like that. What's something you're looking forward to or you're hopeful about with all this?
Well, it's been kind of fun to go through Acts with Brian. Right now, our first set in this fall are going to be all sermon-based. So what we're going through is Acts, and people will attend a service or watch it online. And then there's discussion questions already on our website that they can use to go through. But that's what the facilitators will be using to go through God's Word with. And Acts just seems so appropriate. Our theme for this fall is off the map. And kind of going with Acts 1:7, where he says, you'll go to the ends of the earth. Mm-hmm. And, Paul and Barnabas and the others, they were literally going places they never heard of, places they hadn't seen, totally off the map. And there's something about going off the map that's exciting and adventuresome. And this ministry is new and going off the map in a sense, and trying to do this in different ways during this unique time that 2020 is. And I'm excited about what God will do in that. It might be a little bumpy ride and weird, but I was encouraged hearing this one person say, sometimes we want God to show us the whole map of where we're headed, and he says, no, let me just jump in the car and I'll guide you. And you mean I don't get to know where we're headed? No, I'll just tell you when to turn, where to go. And so he wants to have the adventure with us, and I think we also want to have an adventure together as we try and figure out how to better live for God during this crazy time.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. And I promise if anyone emails me trying to get in touch with you, I will forward the email to you.
Thanks.
You got it.
I need to change my policy. Instead of deleting yours, send them on.
Is that why I never know? Why does no one email me? I thought I was unpopular, so
Yeah.
I'll blame you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we don't want you to do life alone or be disconnected from your church body. That is our natural state, is to be together, learning the Lord together. And so we would love for you to connect with Pastor Andrew Paulsen, 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 at calvarymurrieta.com. He'd love to chat with you about upcoming community groups. Thanks so much.